another episode of Line of Truth coming at you. Yeah, that's a new thing I've been working on there. You like that? This is Line of the Truth. Yeah, a little heavy, a little intense. But it is. But anyways, I'm Reuben here, back with Line of the Truth. It's been a little while, been doing a lot of stuff. I've been writing a lot of music. You know, the worst thing you can ever tell to like a guitar player is that, I'm going to take these off so much reflection. To make it sound deeper or thicker. Like, guitar players are always trying to get a thicker, fucking grittier tone. So then I down-tuned a bunch of guitars down to drop C. I started playing some like really heavy riffs and some stuff. I always say I'm like a conduit. I was recording songs earlier in standard tuning, and then I put the capo. I don't know if you guys know what a capo is, like a little pincher on the neck, all the way up to like the 7th fret. So I'm playing notes that are even higher than standard tuning, and I recorded like 5 or 6 songs like that, and then all of a sudden I'm in droppest, C'est you can possibly get anyways. Yeah, so this is Line of the Truth. We had Father's Day. We get one day. There you go, huh? Father's Day. It's usually for a great day for you to remind you that, these goddamn kids, basically that's what it comes down to, right? Yeah, it's all a figment of your imagination, if you think about it. I just recently, for Father's Day, actually, I got an Ancestry DNA kit. I always wanted to get that. I know what close relatives are. I do have a great grandma that her story is kind of, she don't say much. She was married for like a short time, then lived all over here with an uncle, and then she got married to this dude, and that dude got like no background, but somehow he's super rich. I started, I get on Ancestry. I highly recommend Ancestry to anybody. You can get a 14-day trial for free, and then right away you put your first name in and your parents, and then like it will just tie into obituaries, marriage certificates, if you join the military, if you got a passport, or census. Every time they did a census, got your name. So that is public information. So when you sign into Ancestry, it just gives you all the public information. So like your parents, every 10 years when they do the census, it would be like, it's me, my wife Barbara, and my 5 kids, Billy Jr., Billy Sr., Billy. You know what I mean? So like a lot of rednecks. Anyways, you start going back, this is 2023. I'm 47. It takes me down to 76, and then my parents were born like 48, and start getting back to like 1900s. Like, okay, that's when my one parent came in. And also the tree, like it starts off with your mom and your dad. And then your mom and dad split off into 2. And then from there, it splits off. What the heck? I just saw balloons on the screen. Where the hell did they even come from? Am I? There's something on here. I'm just watching. I'm just doing my podcast. I have my recording app on. All of a sudden, balloons popped up. Does that mean I got a text message or something? No balloons. That's crazy. I don't know. Don't even know where balloons came. Anyways, Ancestry.com. Yeah. So you start off with like, you start with like your mom and your dad, and then it diversifies in there to your great parent, and then it goes as 1 and then 2 and then 4. Right? And then right away, when you get to about 1900s, you got 8 grandparents. It starts to diversify, right? And you get back far. You know what I mean? Like, I can see all the way back to the family that came here from where they came, England. I had a lot of family from England, and they were the very first ship. Actually, I found one family member was on the Plymouth rock. He landed there, but they were the second ones. They would land in Virginia, Barbados, lots of people who lived over there, and then there's lots of public records. And if you own land, and that's typically what you did, the only way there wasn't nowhere to live. You're going to own land and you're going to grow stuff, and then you're trying to sell your food or products with somebody. That's what you did, So, Timothy Coe, who came here in like 1630, remember when the country this is before America. So this is colony this is British rule colony, still pre-America. And he had a bunch of land, and then you had to pay, the Brits were like, just go over there and live free. Like, nah, you're paying some fucking taxes. And that's kind of the thing people were upset about. You had to pay taxes, right? So the Americas had their own government there that was controlled by, our king. But anyways, so if you lived on property and you had like males on the property, you had to pay taxes for every person who lived on the piece of property. This is old school rules. And it was Timothy Coe, and everybody else was under the age of 18, except for somehow there was like 5 other dudes, right? So you're like, okay, 5 dudes on this 30,000 acre, what they call it? They call it a plantation? Oh my God. I start reading, the words kept coming up, plantation. And there's this other word, it was in there, I won't even look it up now, but like, for all the deeds of the land, it would say, this deed of land had, he had 1,000 acres and 2, they called him Talibius, or I have to look it up again, but it was, it was a new word to me, but also it seemed like not a good word, right? Like I'm looking at words and I'm like, okay, together with acreage and plantation and all these other words, like this is not good words, so I'm researching now. I follow back to England. When you get back to England, it's just like, there was a lot of lords, sheriffs, royal bloodlines. That's weird, when you get down to like, if you're able to cross from England to here, you're either one of two things. You were poor Irish slave, which I had that, or you were rich enough to own boats and get over here. You know what I mean? So you had to have some money to get here. So those people came over here, and then they wrote for patents for land. They've got land, and then they started growing like tobacco. Like, okay, well, this guy owned 3,000 acres and tobacco. And okay, and there's like 6 other people on the piece of property. So now I'm looking up Timothy Coe plantation. I find out he's a Quaker. And I find out that he has, at the time, 1600s, they were just hanging and killing Quakers. You couldn't just be a Quaker. They were just fucking killing you. Well, the Christians are like, fuck that. Go get that dude. Kill him. So he was kind of like a rebel, and he had this big piece of land with a bunch of other Quakers in Virginia, and he built like a place for people to meet and other Quakers and do Quaker shit. You know what I mean? I don't even know what they did. Maybe they make oats. I have no idea. They're just fucking over there eating oatmeal. I don't know. But anyways, explains why I love oatmeal now. I'm a fucking Quaker family. And there's actually when you get onto Ancestry, there's like Timothy Coe is like one line, but up to like, there's like 1,000 lines. You know what I mean? So I get that DNA test and be like, dude, you're barely Timothy Coe. Or come back and be like, I'm going to tell you some other stories. Be like, you're all of that. I'm like, no, I'm not all that. But my mama, please. Why? So I'm looking for plantation. I couldn't see any like, okay, they own slaves. Okay, I tried to see if they had like mistreated slaves, but I think it was just like a thing of the time. It's like they come over in the business, like, what do we do? Okay, here we got these people who are farmers. We call them slaves, and we pay them. They live here on the land. Okay, cool. How you doing? And then they, but they owned them. Like, so when Timothy Coe passed away, one of the things they did, I think, was public, obviously, because you have to make it public, was his will. You know what I mean? He had to have an executive of the will, and it would be like, well, let me read it to you. I got the will right here. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Not happy. His name was, let's say Timothy Coe. And I give and bequeath to my oldest son, William Coe, my new dwelling plantation and a tract of land belonging to the same, containing 550 acres, to be delivered to him at the age of 24. At the age of 4 and 20, also at the age of 24, and to his heirs and assigns forever as also a Negro man named George. Don't like that. I mean, like, oh, come on. Why'd you say that? So, like, he passed away. He's like, also, you can have my land and this dude delivered to him at the same time. Okay. And I bequeath to my son, John Coe, my plantation. Why do I got to call plantation? Can't they just say land? God dang. Plantation and tract of land. See? I guess plantation would be the farm, and then a tract of land is a piece of it where you live. I don't know. Which I purchased of John Hull, adjoining on my other land, mentioned containing 175 acres. So that's not the thing, too. That's where I was going into this. I was looking to see if, like, hey, is there money? I got an inheritance? Do we own, like, shit? Because I know when I go to the Bay Area, I see Timothy Coe or other Coe, like, okay, that is, I think I've seen that name before. And then I'm here, and this is like, I said right here, John Coe, plantation, tract of land, 175 adjoining acres, and assigned for him forever a Negro man named Samson. Delivered him at the same time. And then to my son Thomas Coe, 200 acres, as should be taken to him, and shall have instead, therefore, the sum of 30 pounds at the age of 1. Okay, I don't know. I copy pasted with this, anyways. And he will get the they called him mulatto boy named Mingo. So I guarantee that's a half Coe, baby. If it's in the Coe family and it's half white, half black, okay, not good, right? Okay, and so matter of fact, he said, also I give him the boy. So the boy's getting the boy. Meaning it's like, hey, you get to stay with your brother. Right? So I should put that down. Mingo. I'm going to put that actually down as a child. I mean, and then forever bequeath my daughter, Patience Coe, a little Negro girl called Haggard. Really? Another one? Living with my mother in Virginia. So, like, he just like, oh, take care of my mother. I'm just going to drop off this lady. And then my daughter, Sarah, she gets a Negro woman called Maul. My next best bed. See, like, oh, and she gets this delivered to her at the age of 16 years old, and also 2 cows and 2 calves. Not good, right? Not good. Right? I want to go see if I got inheritance, not fucking racist bloodline. That wasn't my goal, right? So I keep on looking. Like the bloodline, you know, that's just one, I said, one factor. That's Timothy Coe. And I go down, and is there any more? Oh, yeah, there's this dude named Chad Brown. He's the first Baptist minister in the history of the American colonies. Bam. Family member. Chaddius. Chaddus, they called him. Chaddius. He's the first bro. So the bloodline took us to the first. He was a minister of baptism, but he was the first bro. Chaddius. Hell yeah. How about that? Right? Chaddius Brown. And lo and behold, fucking because Chaddius Brown had a bunch of money that I don't have today, Brown University, named after Chaddius Brown. Yeah. Where's the money? Where's the money? Where's the family? I'm here. The poor part. How did this work out? I need some bullshit. Anyways, and just keep on going, right? It's like, where's the bloodline leading to? You know what I mean? I find one bloodline. Braggs. Wait. Yeah. I'm not even finished the Coe one. Coe basically owned lots of Virginia, and they own parts of Kentucky and North Carolina. All titles of shit I don't like, right? And I find other names. Braggs. Hey, that sounds familiar, yeah. Braxton Braggs. Looking famous. Oh, my gosh. The goddamn Confederate Army. Yeah. Braggs military base. Fucking, that's Grandpa. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like here thinking, talking about like, man, I'm protecting. I can't believe you. All day I'm on the other side of arguments on TikTok about calling these people racist and how I can't believe you guys think that your Confederate flag is part of your heritage. And it's like literally just it's part of my damn heritage. And the flag's not my heritage. It's terrible. But those people are, God damn it. Like, I freed myself from that. Oh my God. So that's just the Braggs, right? And I'm just following the whole bloodline of Bragg family. And they got pictures and shit, and all the people. William Bragg, Joseph B. Bragg is the starter of the whole thing as they come here from England. That's grandpa. You know what I mean? Not good, right? Not good. And then Sadler, that's my last name, obviously. Fucking the Sadler family. They traveled from. They're all over England, but they got from Tennessee, and they traveled from Tennessee to Texas. Texas wasn't Texas. Texas was Mexico. It was owned by Mexico. And so the Sadler family, I believe it was John Sadler, and another family, which he married the lady from, they both got adjoining pieces of land from Mexico. They said, hey, if you give us... and he had to write a letter, and that's what I actually see on the thing. John Sadler had to write a letter, and he had to get a letter from a person saying this person is a good, outstanding, a citizen, a family man, and somebody that you'd want to be owning the land, and he's going to work it good, right? So John Sadler went to the land, and they called him a Texan hero. I think that's what they called him. Let me see if I got it written down here. It's somewhere. Anyway, yeah, he was a Texas hero, they call him, John Sadler. And his buddy, like I said, a neighboring land, and he married his buddy's sister. And buddy was killed at the Alamo. And then I'm like, dude, I had conversations about the Alamo, right? Yeah, because Texas was just lots of slavery, right? And then Mexico was like, hey, we're getting rid of slavery. And Texas was like, nah, dude. And Mexico was like, nah, well, hey, amigo, no more slavery. And Texas is all, nah, I'm not going to go to work. I got these, I got Zeke and fucking Samson working for me. Why? My dad gave them to me. I'm not going to work, So they went to war at the Alamo. That was the whole Alamo was over slavery. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, John Sadler's best bud, his wife's brother-in-law, got killed in the Alamo. And John Sadler was like, hell no. So he went to war. I think it was San Juanista, whatever it is. And, yeah, saved Texas for slavery. Psst. God damn it. This is not the side I'm trying to... What are you doing? Ancestry.com? Breaking my heart? I thought we were fucking... Lead me back to, like, Wolverine or something. Or somehow, like, go back and, like, you're an X-Man. But no. Fucking, you're the Confederate. Fucking Bragg's military bases. I didn't see like lots of bad things. That's what I was looking for. Like, bad. All of it's bad, right? But I'm like, please just say like, some people just like were with the times, and some people were bad people. And I'm hoping just like these were good Quaker people, and it's like, hey, this is the way it is. Matter of fact, the Coe family, as they were in Kentucky, Timothy Coe was 16. He died in 80, I think it was. America wasn't started until 1776. You know what I mean? So, and these people were living like 60 years and then having babies at like 15 and 18. So, like, if Timothy Coe, and you keep going down the line, if he died at 1680, around 1700s, you got the next generation working on the next generation, right? By the time you get to 1750, you're like 5 or 6 generations deep. You get to the 1800s, you're just right into America. You're fucking 30 years into I'm 12 generation deep, 7 generations deep or whatever it is on this fucking, this thing, Ancestry.com, right? Not even too late 1800s. The Coe family, they're in Kentucky. They're over there. And, a matter of fact, Virginia, it's over in a place called, I don't even know how to enunciate it, but it's Ammock. Amaka. It's probably all like some kind of a Native American of some sort. Muddy Creek was all the land that Timothy Coe owned around that area in Virginia. And then in Texas, John Sadler, he owned all the land by just south of Houston. And then now in Kentucky, the family owned I don't know where Culpeper was. Culpeper's in Missouri, I think. They owned a shitload of land in Culpeper. My whole family lived there for a whole long period of time. It seemed like 17 generations. I think it's the Braggs family all lived in Culpeper. But anyways, Jesse Cole in 1860 or 1882, whenever the Emancipation Proclamation happened, he told his favorite slave, Zeke, who was married to, I've had her name too. She had a pretty little name too. Zeke's wife, his name is Ezekiel Coe. So that's where, the Coe family has a black generation and a white generation right there. Boom, probably forever. The Coe family probably named all their slaves. What the fuck? God damn it! Anyways, fuck, dude. Why didn't you just be football players? And you have to be fucking... football wasn't started yet, but I don't know. Anyways, we'll get there maybe, hopefully. Right now, it's fucking plantation owners. Anyways, Jesse Coe, Emancipation Proclamation came up, and all the slaves are now free. So, in my mind, if you all of a sudden were free and your slave owner's an asshole, be like, sweet, check it out. I'm free now. I'm leaving, or I'm going to slap the shit out of you. You know what I mean? So Jesse Cole offered Zeke 300 acres and said, hey, man, why don't you buy 300 acres? You could work it and just live with your family. And that's what it did. Coe Ridge in Kentucky. And it actually became a refuge. So from 1860, wherever it is, the Emancipation Proclamation came out, it was like 1868. I don't know exactly. All the way till, 1910, 1950, 3 or 4 generations of people lived in this area. But obviously there was no public schooling. So, and this might be just all newspaper folklore also. But, that's where a lot of black people lived who were free from slavery. Surprisingly, left a lot of diversity peoples. There were white people lived there also who believed that the slaves should be free. And, in Kentucky, some people said, I don't give a fuck what this piece of paper said. I'm still going to be a jerk. You know what I mean? So, but in the family Jesse Coe gave his property to, and they said a lot of white divorced women went there also because they had nowhere else to go, which kind of seems strange, but also... They said the people were illiterate. So, I don't know if that's more like that propaganda because they would say they were misfits or outsiders. Well, they're all stupid. But then again, everybody was stupid. There was no freaking education system. You know what I mean? So, unless you were rich and you're going to school like the plantation owners had before. But, Zeke Coe and his wife, they worked at, I got a bunch of pictures too. I've shared it on TikTok. If you want to follow me at Lion and the Truth on TikTok. You can see all the pictures in a lot of these shorts and then me arguing with people because I have an obsession with arguing with people. But yeah, so at the end of the day there, they end up finally doing the right thing. And like I said, I'm hoping as I researched, there wasn't brutality. You know what I mean? But they're always on the wrong side of all these things. I mean, Thomas, Milton, Bragg, the Bragg family had a lot of kids. There's a lot of that too. People have 10 kids. The odd enough too, the family that was in England, there was a long time period where somebody would literally live 100 or 115 years. One person would have one kid, and the husband and wife would live 100 years. And probably because they, didn't get a lot of sunlight, so no cancer, and I don't know what they're eating. You know what I mean? I don't know what they're doing over there. But 1500, 1550, 1470, you know, and they got the crescents, and some things are hand drawn. You know, there's no photos at a certain period. I don't like that either. You know, on Ancestry, and it's like it shows like your family from 1750, and instead of showing a person, they show a farmhouse. I'm like, fuck, plantation again. God damn it, stop showing plantations. And but I also have a picture on TikTok. I want to see the Co Ridge Refuge. There's a lot of there's a store, and it shows a lot of people from the community there, mixed races, and everybody. So, you know, hopefully that's pretty good. I mean, but yeah, I highly recommend Ancestry. Fuck, bro. You're going to see a lot of things. You know, it goes everywhere. The Mexican family I have, when they came over here in 1909, if you're in Mexico, they baptized you. Everything was written down, but costs a little more to get stuff from outside the United States. That's foreign information. So you have to contact their public information. But anyways, so if you came to America, you get a green card. You came to Ellis Island, you signed up. The census is something I'm really interested in. Obviously, it wasn't your handwriting in the family. It's other people's handwriting. The guy who does the census, he has really good handwriting. But it would say, you know, husband, wife. Sometimes it would say grandmother or caretaker or head of house. And then it would say husband, you know. One said, what is it called, the kid? It had a strange term for this child, but it was obviously a kid out of wedlock. My grandfather was in World War II, so when his draft ticket came up, there's a picture of that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Ancestry.com, man. I highly recommend it. Man, it is. You don't know what you're gonna get. You know. You got. You know, I'm not responsible for that. Obviously, you know what I mean. I don't have any. I have guilt, not because it's related to me. I have just overall guilt because of anybody in life. Like, fuck, that sucks. But not my responsibility. But it's my responsibility from now on, from life, to raise great kids and do best I can in my community. And make sure that we're aware of that history is, you know, generations. Like I said, if people are like, it wasn't that bad, like, bro, fucking... The Republican Democratic switch happened in like 1925, 29, after the Great Depression. I think they give a bunch of money now to straight helping them. Before, our government was just straight about, you know, we don't care about minimum wage. We don't care if, I got another thing with that too. They don't care about kids in factories or anything like that. They're just trying to get rich people rich. That's all the government was there for, because they're the only people with lobbyists. We don't care about other people that I'm in contact with. You know, go live out in your fucking farm. We don't care, you know? And there was a government, if they had a problem, they could arrest you and try you for some dumb stuff. Anyways, but it's so many generations up till, you know, I think the 50s, 40s was the civil rights, 60s were the civil rights movement, 65 I think it was, or 62. Anyways, that, my parents were alive, and I wasn't alive yet, but that wasn't that far back. But then from that point all the way till, like I said, my family came here in 1630. That is so many fucking generations. When they were here, a lot of the guys who lived here only lived 60 to 75, maybe 82, you know? And then they had kids at 18 to 20. So basically, every 20 years since, you know, 1660, just generation after generation and then starting new, 20, right? So 80, 70, 20, 40, 60, 80. Back to zero again at 1800. 20, 40, 60. That's so far, that's 10 generations. And I haven't got to the 1900s yet. You know? I haven't got to the middle of the 1800s. 10 generations. And obviously you live longer if you're not the slave, right? I imagine if you are the slave, it might not be the greatest life, right? So yeah, that's fucking terrible. So sometimes it's fucking funny, sometimes it's not. But yeah, this is interesting, man. I fucking, like, I don't really like some of this stuff. Fuck. Masculine gay guy. I don't know where I was going with that. I mean, seems funny though. Oh yeah, I know. I totally know. I don't know what it is. I see all these right wing guys nowadays. They got like designer jeans on that are ripped. Like some lady rips them. Like I'm in like Singapore. Like, I rip your jeans. You'll look like a real man if I rip them. You know what I mean? I don't understand why you would buy jeans that look like you're tough or like you're a working man. I don't get that. The trucks are very... back in the day, the trucks used to be dirty and tough. Now they're like designer trucks. They're just girl cars, you know, with high heels, you know? And they have matching flags. Looks like they love parades. They love dancing to country music and slogans. The whole thing, you know, the far right, and they're always like yelling about alpha males, and they love hanging out with each other. It's guy time. I'm like, okay, whatever. Ooh, whatever. We'll hang out in the Old Town Road, boy. And they're like, thanks, Dad. Oh. Dad buys everything for him. Fucking woke Disney broke some records the other day with that movie Inside Out. Fucking Justin Bieber got DUI. And I heard this. So, like, Justin Bieber, his tour was called the Galaxy Tour. Good thing he didn't go to jail, fucking, right? He'd go straight to Uranus. But anyways, the Galaxy Tour. Anyways, I heard that his shows are not selling tickets very well. So, check it out, right? Easy peasy. Go party. Get a DUI. You have to cancel your tour because now you have to go to rehab because you have a slight drinking problem. Collect some insurance because now the tour is canceled because you're not selling tickets. Anyways, you win. No more touring. Bam. Right? That's a conspiracy theory, but the rumor is he's not selling tickets. But cry me a river, right? Fucking... it is what it is. And all these artists, like I said, I didn't see the new Post Malone's doing country. And the grift is country, right? The far right is a whole grift. Like, everybody's like, okay, what is the far right like? Okay, they like coffee and they like military. Black Rifle Coffee. Boom, got it. They like working out, right? And they like looking tough. But they don't like drinking soda, but they like water, right? Death water, whatever it's called. Fucking water. Megadeth, Death Wish water. Brr, in a can. It's in a tall can. Yeah, it's like a big old penis. Just for you. Yeehaw. What do men like? Yeah. And like everything, there's a grift over there. You know what I mean? They want to look like tough men, rip their pants. Oh, good idea. All of them got ripped pants. Woohoo. Country music, you know what I mean? Beyonce, the other rap song, fucking some beer, brick of whiskey. Then, you know, that's a grift I can buy into. You know, Post Malone, grifting those people. Like, I write music in general. I can write 2 country songs and grift the fuck out of those people. Sell it to somebody. Here's your fucking song. You mean I can't sell a Trump flag? I can't sell a Trump shirt, even though I got a website to do that shit. That is a bullshit ass grift. I'm not doing that. But music, I write music. And just because these people are listening to dumb music that I won't listen to, hey, more to them. A lot of the music I write I won't listen to. You know what I mean? But if they want another double shot of whiskey, yeehaw. And Post Malone, like, he started rapping, he was like 15 with a rap generator. He's like the ideal what you don't give a white kid money. He's tattooed on his face. He's got silver teeth. He's on fucking mushrooms all the time. You know, he's like, I'm just going to rock country music. Yeah, Pepsi. Yeah. It is odd how, like, there's been black rappers just like him, but people are like, oh my God, I can't believe it's in our neighborhood. But you make Post Malone fucking the same as that guy, and he's fucking on lean. Like, oh, this kid's so crazy from the neighborhood. You know, he's so playful. That same thing with, like, Lizzo or Jelly Roll. They're the same size. Like, they could be the same person. But Jelly Roll's got tattooed face. Remember, he was a drug addict, and he was selling drugs, and he didn't have custody of his kid. And some stripper lady was like, hey, how about this? You come live in my house. I help you get your kids back, get you off drugs, and help you do some music. And Jelly Roll's like, hell yeah. Lizzo went to college, and she played the fucking flute or whatever fucking... She's like, went to college and graduated. Now she does whatever Lizzo does. I don't know exactly, fucking she's 100% that bitch, I think. But I think she's 200%. I don't know. I don't see Lizzo. Anyways, back to the point. Joe Rogan and his friends hate Lizzo but love Jelly Roll. As people, if Jelly Roll had Lizzo's background, Jelly Roll without the face tattoos would be the ultimate, like, granted he's fat and obese, but be like, oh my God, look at this guy. But instead, he's a piece of shit. He just happened to be white. And Lizzo is a good person, but obviously, she's not. Just saying. I guess I gotta blame it on my fucking ancestry.com. Fuck! Fucking ancestry. Fucking Jelly Roll. Let's see what I got over here. Woke Disney, Jelly Roll, Biden. Biden went to I gotta get something here. Made it. Biden went to a dinner in Hollywood and fucking looking for money for Hollywood celebrities. Yeah, he's supposed to grift me. I got no money for him. Isn't that the whole thing of Republicans? I hear them complaining about the inflation. We got no money. I just gave Trump $1,000. Like, what the fuck? You got no money. You're not donating. You're going to be like, hey, Jelly Roll, bust out a Jelly Roll to this motherfucker. We're like, hey, Lizzo, give her some money. And Lizzo's like, hell yeah. And she plays the flute. Fucking, yeah, Jack Black, give him money. I ain't giving you money. And also, like, what do you think the celebrities are getting? Right? The celebrities ain't getting shit. You think Jack Black is like, oh, hell yeah, I just donated, helped out fucking Democratic Party. Now I'm going to get a movie role. Nah, fucking dummies. He's just trying to have a better country for his kids. That's what we believe in. And then also cancel culture. Man, TikTok. Want to hear some fucking Republican dummies going after Jack Black? They're like, we think you guys should be able to do whatever you want to do. Live your life. We free choice. You support Biden? Cancel. Man, like, give me a break. Why do you hate Jack Black? First of all, why you like him? But I don't give a fuck. But, like, far right is all about cancel culture. Bud Light, Kaepernick, Jack Black, Schoolhouse Rock. I bet you just went through the movie out. Like, that's it. Get the Bud Lights and my Schoolhouse Rock video and throw them out. You want the cassette or the DVD? Get rid of both of them. Stupid. Yeah. Let me ask you. You want your presidential candidate getting money from either you, a corporation, or rich celebrities? Who do you fucking want them to take money from? I think if they take money from corporations, they might want something. You know what I mean? It's a little, quick pro quo. Us, we ain't got money. I ain't got nothing. What is $2 gonna buy me? You know what I mean? If I give Joe Biden $2, is he gonna drool on me? Is he gonna smell my hair? I can't even afford that probably. Speaking of, that's something stupid too. I keep hearing, well, Joe Biden smell. He's like an 85-year-old dude. I might have said this before, but they probably had that chick layered in body spray. Just Joe Biden was surprised his fucking nose even worked, It's like, oh my God. What the hell is that? It's not a kid. It smells like a Snickers bar. Mom fucking smoking cigarettes in the car with finger hanging out. Don't worry, we get there. I'll spray you with body spray. Little body spray. Fucking. Yeah, Pat. In whole life, Ted Nugent's a piece of shit. Ted Nugent wrote a song called Jailbait. talking about hooking up a 13-year-old. He's like, 13 is good for me. It's nice and clean. We need to cancel fucking Ted Nugent. I mean, Jack Black, Ted Nugent. Ted Nugent, his first wife had to be emancipated. He's on MTV doing an interview. You can look it up on YouTube, bragging about hooking up with 15-year-olds. And they're like, hey, let him play guitar at the White House. Like, what the fuck? Trump's spiritual advisor. Yep, he had to quit. Why? Diddling some girl. Yeah, he was like 27 and he was molesting some girl when he was a pastor. She came out and said, I can't help it. This guy fucking was a child molester, so he had to step down. So you got Ted Nugent, Jeffrey Epstein, your spiritual advisor. A lot of pedophiles around Trump. Just saying. I read yesterday a pastor, he said that Starbucks is putting gay semen in the Starbucks to make it taste better. Gay semen? What are they eating? I thought we were supposed to eat pineapple to make the semen taste better. But what are the gay people eating? Is it recycling the semen? Is it double semen? It's double power. And where are they getting it? How are they getting into Starbucks? Is that why it's taking so long? Note to self, don't get cream on Starbucks. You want whip on topping on that? Fuck no. Fuck no, I don't. Fucking crazy. I'm not getting no fucking whip top in my Starbucks. I read an article yesterday. This 81-year-old dude, he got busted because he was terrorizing the neighborhood. He was slingshotting. He was like slingshotting the neighborhood, breaking windows and shit. That guy's cool. I don't know. That seems like fucking. I can get behind that, right? I think after a certain age, if I have nothing to do, I got some night vision goggles, BB gun, and a slingshot. I might be going around breaking shit about age 75. All the street lights don't work. Well, it's gonna be a little different now. The LED lights. That could be hard. A lot of shot. Fuck. And they're messing it up for old dudes. But yeah, 81, slingshot and shit. First of all, props to the 81-year-old dude who's accurate with the slingshot, right? But yeah, I got a bow and arrow. I was looking at my bow and arrow yesterday. I was like, man, I need a bow and arrow some shit. I need a bow and arrow some stuff. That'd be the ultimate, we're all pew-pew owners in life, right? So we all have protection. You know what I mean? But if I didn't use any kind of a gun or something, I said I got to get if I got my bow out, that'd be funny. Like coming to the door, taken out by the bow, silently, in the dark. What happened? Oh my God. I don't have a bidet, but I have had the water in the toilet splash me in the ass. I've had a bad day. I think it's kind of the same. Wasn't happy with that. Not going to do that at all right there. I'm not going to tell this joke. I don't think I'm ready for this. I can't tell this joke and talk about Ancestry.com at the same time. Also, I saw this lady, what did they call her, that bitch? She was a glamorous millionaire queen. She was 53. She was going to CVS and she was stealing shit. And then she'd bring it back to her house and then she would sell it like on Amazon. Same shit. I mean, but then she had a group of girls. She had like 5 or 6 bitches she would pay, and they would go out and they would just steal stuff from CVS. There's some hair gel I use. It's called like sexy hair or bed hair. I don't fucking know. But it's like $20 a bottle. It's the size of a cell phone, right? So obviously I don't have that right now. I just use nature. Not Starbucks coffee. I was meaning life. not actual life. Like, nothing. I have nothing up there. Anyways, there's something up there. Not in my hair, though. Fucking A, goddammit. So, we talking about CVS. Yeah, these bitches be stealing CVS, and they go get, like, all this hair gel. It's like $20 a bottle, and she steals 6 of it, and they steal it from 6 different CVS's, and now they got fucking gang of it, and they go on Amazon, they sell it, and then they do that with 150 different products, and she's been doing it. What did they say she's been doing it for? Long time. No, but then she had so much, she had to get a storage place, but she made designer clothes and cosmetics, $8 million worth of sales on Amazon from stealing shit from CVS mainly, but then also other stores, fucking got popped, this bitch, you know what I mean? Fucking, let me tell you, like, when I hear about ghosts, I always talk about this all the time. Ghosts are not real. Ghosts not real. There's a guy named Ed Kemper. He was a sheriff, like in the 70s in the San Francisco era, and he was killing all kinds of women. And the first woman he picked up was a lady from Fresno going to Cal Poly. And because he was a sheriff, every time the sheriff would be like meeting at like the restaurant, imagine yourself watching like an 80s movie, and all the sheriffs are after work or they're hanging out the bar, and they're like, yeah, I don't know what happened there, Earl. I can't seem to put a place on him. And then Ed's like, yeah, I heard he was a black guy. And everybody's all, I didn't hear that. I thought it was a tall white guy. And Ed's all, I think that's just a rumor. And Ed's just giving them false information. Meanwhile, Ed's killing everybody. Matter of fact, the point is, Ed killed this lady, cut her head off, fucked her face, and then didn't want to get rid of it, and he put it outside of the window to stare at. You know what I mean? I always say, there's no way that guys are not going to, they're going to die and become a ghost and still not be a pervert. This guy's fucking dead skulls. If you revert, if he was a dead person, he'd fuck a live skull all day. That'd be like, that's an upgrade from my previous life. You know what I mean? Everyone I hang out with now is dead skulls. Some in heaven / hell / doesn't make sense because none of that actually exists. Ghosts don't exist. But if did, it'd be hanging out at Sydney Sweeney's house all day. All the ghosts. Also, if Ed had a girlfriend or a wife, because previously before he started killing people, he lived with his grandparents at 15, and obviously he shot his grandpa. Motherfucker was running his gib. But like, if you got your lady friend and she's nagging, and the guy's all, you better shut up, Debbie, before I fucking kill you. And he's like, you better shut up. And he's like going back and forth. If ghosts are real, if Earl takes out Debbie, now he can't take her out the second time. Debbie's going to be a nagging ass bitch ghost. And she's not going to leave. The whole time the ghost, ooh, are you going to make a right? You better look out. Ooh, are you going to step on the brakes? Here comes something. Ooh, like, bitch, shut up. It's like, no, I'm a ghost. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to leave the room. Trying to take a shit. She comes right through the fucking window. Ooh, it stinks in here. God damn it. Fucking ghost Debbie, why'd I kill you? You fucking should have just said divorce. Shut up. So ghosts don't make sense. Nagging ass fucking bitches. They're not going to stop. Right? Can you imagine the guy he's like, I couldn't take it no more. And then literally just like pops right back up and ghosts. Be like, did you do that really, Earl? Did you just kill me? Really? Is that what you're going to do? You just going to do that all day? Like, instead of like really working things out, you're gonna go after me, Earl? Real Earl? Are you going to put on the brakes? Look out, Earl! Are you going to leave that like that, Earl? Or is that how it's going to be, Earl? It wouldn't be good at all. I don't know. Like I said, I highly recommend Ancestry.com still. Yeah. There's one other person that I want to talk about my family, and then I'll get off here. What did he do? Oh, yeah. In England. Glass started fucking cooking. Maybe, I don't know. I'll take it off. In England, did have a saddler. I think it was a saddler. I can't remember. But I don't know what they were doing over there, or what year it was exactly, what they were making. But this guy fought for rights for child labor. He said that kids under the age of 21 shouldn't work past, like, I think it was like 4. And then kids under the age of 18 shouldn't have more than, like they said, like 50 hours a week. And then, like, if you're under the age of 18, you shouldn't be working on Saturdays and Sundays. You know, so, but he was basically a union guy. Like, if you look through, it seemed like my Ancestry.com, there are a lot of people who own slaves and they own plantations. They were tobacco farmers. I didn't see any criminals or, mistreating or, abruptly murdered by their slave because of bad, Also, like, every time I read a name, like, is that from Django? What was the name of those brothers? Okay, sweet. Not the fucking goodness gracious. Anyways, got a double reference, like, every last name between, like, a 300-year period. It's like fucking 40 grandparents. Anyways, and literally, I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning just looking at gravestones, and adding people. So I can't wait till the DNA comes back and be like, it's all fake. You were actually made in a lab. Like, oh, sweet, lab baby. I'm so happy. Anyways, but as I looked in through history, there's a lot of Timothy Cole. He was a Quaker, and he fought to keep the Quakers alive. And granted, he owned slaves, but he was a farmer, plantation owner. He owned a bunch of property. He expanded his land, and he sold part of his land to get better land and move his family in certain generations. And he had lots of kids and lived a long life. And then all the way to Jesse Cole, who was gave the land up for Coal Ridge, and he actually because of the property, he didn't give it up. He sold it, but he had to make it possible to sell to the a person of color at the time, Zeke. Which one was his wife's name? I don't want to give it a last one. Anyways, just starts a refuge there for the black community in Kentucky, which was super racist at the time. So that's pretty cool. And then I said, even John Sadler over there in Texas, fighting for Texas, even though it's lost slavery, but he was still a hardworking guy. The Braggs, even sometimes they were on the wrong side of history. A lot of these guys are really, if you take the bad slavery part out of it, they were strong leaders, hardworking men. They were all standing up. Chattius, First Baptist Minister, Brown University. It might all find out all to be bullshit. Like I said, I might be found in a lab, but on Ancestry.com, it made me out to be a hero. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, I enjoyed the Ancestry.com.
Your camera.
Yeah, you can take more pictures.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Yeah, and I think this is about the end of this.
Yes, Cuban B. Yes, Cuban B.
Well, that's another great episode. You want to say like, share, subscribe.